Hello, and welcome to episode 354 of the Casual Try Hard podcast. I'm Brian,
And I'm James.
and we are going to continue trucking through these Lorwyn Eclipse cards
Mm-hmm.
and talking about what's cool.
Yep, we got through white and blue last week. We'll probably at least get through black and red. We'll see how far we get after that. And we got a quick update about a card we talked about last week that we're going to do at the start of the show here.
Yeah. So if you have ideas for shows, if you have cards you want us to talk about in like this series,
Mm-hmm.
Ninja Turtles is mere seconds away.
Yeah, I mean, most of the set's
so
spoiled already, right?
it is. There's already a card that I'm interested in playing, so it's just like, let me have this set first.
Yeah.
But let us know. Facebook, Discord, X, Twitter, email, all that stuff.
Yeah, links down
Blue
below.
Sky. There we go. Yeah, let us know, please. Links are down below. Tell us what you want us to hear about, want us to talk about.
Absolutely. We probably got at least one more episode in this series, and then we might have to take a week off. To be determined yet.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we'll be getting into Ninja Turtles, so
Yeah.
good time to be alive.
Maybe we'll take a week in there. Yeah. Maybe we'll take a week in there and discuss Pioneer Elementals.
Yeah, we were talking about that a little bit in the pre-show.
Yeah.
Been having some good luck with that, huh?
If you want a deck list, it's in the Discord.
Yeah.
I've been playing it for like a week, and I've gone from bronze to platinum relatively easily.
Yeah. I'll be checking it out. I don't think I have 20 wild cards to dump or 20 mythic wild cards to incinerate right off the rip, so
Yeah, that there are a lot of mythics in the deck, like an unreasonable number.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, there are so many.
Yeah, because you just put all of them in.
Amazing how your deck feels pretty good when you're playing all the mythics.
Yeah. So
we can talk about which ones
out.
you should put in if you have to
Budget the wild cards.
mix and match.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about the important ones.
All right. So we'll see what happens there. If you're interested in supporting the show, you can do so via our Patreon, patreon.com/CasualTryHardMTG. Patrons get access to my show notes, so you get a sneak peek about what the episode for the week's going to be about. The list of cards you get to follow along. Sometimes there's some extra little notes in there that we don't talk about. Sometimes there's notes we do talk about, but you always get that. Also, every week we record basically another hour of content out of us in the form of our unshow. We're old. Our equipment sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't. So we spend about an hour trying to work out any technical glitches so that hopefully they don't happen during the show. We also don't get to see each other anymore, so we catch up for about an hour, talk about life in general and whatever. We never know what we're going to be talking about, so you guys never know what we're going to be talking about, but our patrons seem to like it. So if you're interested in that, or the show notes, or you just want to support the show, patreon.com/CasualTryHardMTG. Chip a couple bucks in, support the show, get access to more content, and help us out. We'd appreciate it.
Yeah. So, we're gonna touch on a card that we did last week because, like, I had a revelation as to why it's here.
Yep.
So, it's Glenalindra's Answer.
Mm-hmm.
It's the 2 blue instant that can't be countered and counter all spells an opponent controls and all abilities your opponents control, and then create a 1/1 blue-black fairy creature token with flying for each spell and ability countered this way.
Yep.
So we talked about how it was like summary dismissal that was like printed specifically in the Eldrazi set. Was it Shadows of Innistrad?
Yeah, it was either Shadows or
or
Eldritch Moon.
Or at least in the block.
Yeah.
That was there because it countered both the cast trigger and the actual creature.
Yeah.
For all the Eldrazi. to kind of give you some play so you just didn't like lose right away.
Right.
And we were like, well, this is kind of weird. It's kind of mind break trap that you have to actually pay for. It's like summary dismissal, but like, why is it here? And then I was like watching watching a Aspiring Spike video, and he was playing against someone playing Ruby Storm
Mm.
in Modern, and he was like, "Are they trying to cast Storm Scale Scion? There aren't enough. You don't have enough mana." And I was like, "Wait, Storm Scale Scion like is in Standard,
Yeah.
so there is one Storm card in Standard, but I don't think this is the whole reason." But then I remembered we're going to Strixhaven,
Right.
and if you remember from Strixhaven before, there were some Magecraft cards that copied themselves for the number of time. Sorry, there was a that copied themselves.
Yeah. The one
Right.
that like
So
comes to
maybe
mind is like Plum the Forbidden. You could sacrifice a creature to
Mhm.
copy it, and you can do that any number of times. So if you sacrifice like 4 creatures, you'd get 5 copies of Plum the Forbidden.
Yeah, I thought there was also like some like white spell that kind of had it. It didn't have storm, but it was like you copied it for the number of instants and sorceries you cast,
Okay.
and like you got +1/+1. So there could be some mage crafty like make a bunch of copies of spells
Yeah.
that is seeded in like is it 2 sets?
Mm-hmm.
Ninja Turtles,
Strixhaven.
then Strixhaven that will like pay this card off
Yeah.
and like have you go like, oh, like this is the safety valve in case they like miss the boat with
Well, I mean, it might not
uh
just be a safety valve though, because if you think about it, like a deck that wants to storm off, you're gonna get whatever the storm quote storm card is, whether it's Plum the
mhm.
Forbidden or whatever. Plus, you're gonna get all the Magecraft triggers. So if there's like a Witherbloom Apprentice and like a Plum the
Yeah.
Forbidden, like you'd get all of those as 1/1s. Not only would you negate their
Yes.
spells, but then you get 8 1/1s or whatever. Like that's a huge swing.
You get to finish the game
Yeah, quickly.
quickly. Yes, you get to win the game in a hurry.
Yeah,
So like because before like I was like I don't know why this is here. This is weird, but I think it's probably from 2 sets from now.
yeah, could very well be.
James is very popular.
Yeah, sorry. I don't have a great
That's
way
fine.
to shut that off either because it's like in my desktop and it's my family chat.
It's
going
fine.
Crazy.
It is the price of being popular.
Yeah, I think I got most
All
of
right,
them silenced.
so what is our so now we're gonna start with black. So what
Yeah.
is our first black card?
First black card is Auntie's Sentence. It's 1 and a black for a sorcery, and you get to choose one. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land permanent card from it. That player discards that card, or target creature gets -2/-2 till end of turn. And it's a common, so this is not something super rare. Going to be prevalent, basically everywhere. Limited, standard, whatever. Easily accessible.
I guess I hadn't realized it was just a permanent card, but that's like fine. So like you don't often get the like 2 mana discard spell with like the out of a removal spell. Like is this like one of the first?
Yeah, I think so. I think there was. I don't know if it was
Might have been like a
removal
black
spell.
white. Was it like humiliate? That like
Maybe. There
I
was
don't
another
remember, but
card that
yeah.
like had another option to it. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head though. And I don't at this point I don't remember who suggested this, whether it was one that I put on there or whether it came out of Discord. I do think it's interesting though that like it's a discard card that's good when you need a discard card, but also like you said has an out of, kill something when you don't need it to be a discard spell anymore.
Yeah, I mean it's it's a bad removal spell, but like you also have the ability to like main deck it as like like so hand disruption and so removal spell, like those two things together might make it
Right.
more playable,
Right.
right? It's like so it's just of all of our like best of one cards that we get, like this is one where it's like, oh, these two options are pretty different
Mm-hmm.
and apply to different things,
Yeah.
but like might be so different that like they cover enough ground
Yeah. Um,
that you get like both.
yeah, one of the comparisons that I kind of wanted to make was it transgress the mind? Was like one in a
Mm-hmm.
black for and you exiled something, but like that was the
Yeah.
discard spell for like BFC. And like that card, I know we're in a completely different era of Magic right now, but like that card saw a ton of play, like legitimately, in competitive formats.
Mm-hmm. And it even had a target player reveals their hand. You choose a card from it with mana value 3 or greater and exile that card.
Yeah,
So like it had a different restriction.
yeah, it could get a spell where this is just a permanent, but it had to be something big, and like this just kind
Yeah.
of tags, planeswalker, artifact, creature. I guess that's it, right? Battle, I
Yeah.
guess, enchantment.
Enchantment. Yeah, it lets you like it doesn't get their spells, but it does like you get that thing that might have that creature that might have 3 toughness that it can't kill.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or if they like play a must answer 2 drop, you have an answer.
Right.
So all in all, it seems like
Yeah, I think it's decent.
pretty flexible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to be like a staple of a deck or anything, but I think it's a pretty solid card.
Yeah, like a roll like it kills a Badger Mole Cub.
Yep.
It lets you discard an Orboroid
Mm-hmm.
in like the Simic decks that are like super popular now.
Yep.
So yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Yep. Next up,
Next up, go ahead. What do we got?
this is Bitter Bloom Bearer. Black for a 1/1 fairy rogue. It has flash and flying. And at the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life and create a 1/1 blue and black fairy creature token with flying. So it's a Bitter Blossom with flash, and it's a 1/1 flyer itself.
Yeah. Um.
And it's black for whatever devotion you're going to do.
Yeah. I mean, it does fit into like a blue black tempo kind of strategy
Mm-hmm.
where we just talked about this in the pre-show for Cube.
Yep.
But like if you're like a blue black tempo deck, you want to have the flexibility of I can counter a spell or I can play to the board
Yeah.
on my opponent's turn.
Right. You leave up counter
And
magic removal or board presence.
yeah, and like you have the flexibility of like, well, the thing they played I can kill on my turn with a 1 mana removal spell.
Mm-hmm.
So I can flash this in, kill it, and then have my 2 mana up for another flash threat
Right.
or an answer on the following turn.
Yep.
So it like gives you the ability to like hold off in your decisions.
Mm-hmm.
It also makes it easier for you to have the out of getting rid of the creature
Mm-hmm.
in case like your Bitter Blossom is going to kill you or your
Right.
Bitter Bloom Bear is going to kill you. Right? It's easier for you to kill a creature, but the downside is also easier for your opponent to kill the creature.
Yeah. I think there's 2 other points that I wanted to make with this guy. The first is they're both kind of geared towards like younger or newer or less experienced players. Somebody that hasn't felt the oppression of a Bitter Blossom probably doesn't understand like how good this effect can be. Like Bitter Blossom will end a game very quickly if unchecked. So this will do the same thing. Now it's a lot easier to check it, but this will also do the same thing. It's a 1/1 and it makes another 1/1 every turn. Like those add up quickly, and you can very easily swarm your opponent with fairies. The other thing is that I think we were talking about it. It might have been in a pre-show or an unshow last week or the week before, a couple weeks ago, about how you've been working with some younger players at your LGS, trying to cultivate them a little bit. And it's something that like it takes a little bit of experience to kind of understand and like wrap your brain around and kind of master. But it's really important to leave your options open, and like information can be another resource in your game, just like mana and tempo and cards are all resources. Information is a resource too. So if you can make your decisions as late as possible, you're increasing the amount of information that you have to make decisions while decreasing the amount of information your opponents have. So playing like a tempo game on your opponent's turn, like you mentioned, with, leaving counter magic up, leaving a flash threat up, leaving removal up, and then playing on their turn or during their end step, puts you at it makes it so that you can make the best decisions and forces your opponents to try and make bad decisions.
Yes.
That's where the power of this card is.
Yeah, and like another way to think about it is, with just an old Bitter Blossom. So going to the tempo thing, like on turn 2, you would tap your 2 mana, play your Bitter Blossom, and cross your fingers and hope nothing bad happened.
Right.
And now you can wait, and if something bad's going to happen, you can interact with it in the way you see fit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If the best thing to do is to still play this, fine, right? But you have that information. And with Bitter Blossom, you'd play it, turn cycle, you'd get a 1/1,
mm-hmm.
can't attack
right
till the next turn cycle. So the earliest you can swing in for 1 is turn 4. Right. This thing is like a Bitter Blossom
a turn earlier.
It's a turn earlier, right? You get to attack for 1 on turn 3.
Yep. Now,
all of this said, I was playing again Pet Elementals deck in the I guess I'm playing like blue black fairies,
mm-hmm.
and they played this, and at one point they had 2 of them going.
Oh boy!
They had like put a Kaito in off of one, so like they were cooking. They were at 5.
Mm.
Vibrance domed them for 2.
Oh boy!
And I passed the turn.
Yeah.
And they died.
Yes.
I was like, oh, like I only have to deal 3 to you. Okay, you're dead.
Yeah.
Because they were tapped out. There's no window for you to like kill your bitter bloom bearer before it kills you.
Right. You can't untap and then do something.
If you don't have any mana.
Kills you.
Yes. I was like, oh, this is fun.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this is a feeling this person probably hasn't had, maybe ever.
Yep.
Like
nothing like dying to your Bob.
Target you, put you at 2, and being like, oh wait, oh no, oh no,
yep.
Oh no, this is bad. It's like, yes, it is bad. You've activated my trap card. So, but like, this card seems like, having played it against someone playing it in Pioneer, it did seem like really powerful, and like, ooh, I need to like have an answer for this. And also, like, it gets around sorcery speed removal for a turn.
It does. Did Bitter Blossom make fairy rogues though?
It did.
So this token isn't as good.
Is it just a? Oh, it's just a fairy.
Which is kind of weird.
Yeah, it was. It was like 100% a fairy rogue.
I thought it was.
I guess they don't. There aren't rogues in the set, but like, were there rogues in the other? Okay. Make a 1/1 black fairy rogue. So these were black fairy rogues, and these are blue black.
Yeah, blue black fairy creatures.
Fairies.
Yeah.
Huh. Weird.
The reason I brought that up is we had a rogue deck in, was that M21 or M20? With like
maybe
Thieves Guild Enforcer and whatever, the Lord.
The blue black guy from like the 2-drop from Zendikar Rising. Like it was like the Zendikar Rising answers to rogues.
Yeah.
Yeah, this made rogues that would like make that deck like substantially better.
It would make
and that deck was annoying.
Yeah.
Like real maybe.
Yeah. It might make it real. But probably
because
if it's just making fairies. Although I don't know.
Yeah, but
like, that deck would want this.
Yeah, but like the blue black guy that like pumped the things based on them being rogues or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Like, uh, I mean, they would still pump this thing.
Yeah.
Uh, see, let me look up Rouge here. One Rouge. It was blue, black. See here. Where's he? There. Soaring Thought Thief.
Yep.
Flash flying 1/3. As long as your opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, rogues you control get +1/+0. Whenever one or more rogues you control attack, each opponent mills 2 cards.
Oh
Like,
yeah, that'd be gross with like 3 or 4 fairies out, or 3 or 4 like fairy tokens.
Well, it's one or more rogues, but
Oh okay.
so you only get the trigger once. But the black guy that like we got 3/2 in Death Touch if you had 8 or more cards or whatever in their graveyard.
Yeah.
They like can't, I
Oh,
think it
that
triggered on
when a
rogue
fairy entered,
centering,
right? Yeah. Or when a rogue entered.
or when
yeah.
a rogue entered.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that would be like legit.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't have to like play the idiot like, oh gosh, people would like play like the Hedron crab,
Yeah.
right? Like that you just would get to play like a thing that's also beating you down.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, I did not realize. Is this like the actual wording? It's so hard. It's like did they arenafy this? But no. Uh, Silver Fur Master cares about ninjas and rogues, getting +1/+1.
Okay.
The like ninja lord guy.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, like, yeah, if the fairies were rogues, it would be like way better.
Way better.
But maybe they were worried it would be too good. But they also don't even test standard, so I can't imagine. Like, oh, what's it gonna do to Pioneer?
Yeah.
What's it gonna do to this like C tier Pioneer deck? Oh
Right.
no. All right. Next up, we got Bloodline Bidding. It's 6 black for a sorcery with Convoke. Choose a creature type. Return all cards of the chosen type from your graveyard to the battlefield. This is an awkward spell to give Convoke to.
It is, because it wants a bunch of creatures in your graveyard, and it also wants a bunch of creatures in play.
Yeah, it's like, please pick one.
Yeah.
I can't do both. I can't both have all of my things murdered and have all of my things.
Right. If you squint really hard, though, I think this looks like Rally.
Or maybe Return from the Ranks.
Yeah, one of the two. Like there's some cool timing stuff you can do where you can convoke this, and then while it's on the stack, like sack your board.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So if you're playing
like hold priority, sack my board.
Yeah, I don't know. You remember when we were kind of trying to make like zombie rally work?
Yes.
You could.
It did not work.
Yeah, you could like name zombies and then sack your board and.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
No, I hadn't thought of that. Because, I mean, with, like, 3 or 4 mana, right? Like, you hit your third, like, you, like, go 1, 2, 3 or something, and they're, like, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then on turn 4, you're, like, sack everything, convoke, sack everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like, Stitcher Supplier, whatever that other guy is that, like, mill Undead Butler or whatever. It's like a zombie that mills, right?
And put stuff back in the graveyard, and like put stuff into your like hand or whatever. Yeah, and then you have all the guys that like trigger on it entering or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Might be something there. Might not be something good, but it might be something.
Yeah. I think they have one of these or something very similar in the like elementals like precon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like one of the few black spells. It's just like, oh, say elemental, get them all back. A trigger.
Yeah.
A trigger. Yeah, no, this one's interesting, but I hadn't thought of the rally, like the kind of pseudo rally aspect.
Mm-hmm.
But it definitely says like, please have creatures on the battlefield.
Yeah, and
please.
like, well, that's kind of why I was thinking rally, because like that's like an aristocrat style deck anyway, where you're wanting to like sack stuff for value. So you could, like, as long as you had your sack engine, you could convoke the spell and with it on the stack, sack your board, and then hopefully this resolves and you get it all back.
Yeah. Sounds reasonable.
Yep.
It would suck you sack your board and they're like force spike or something. You're just like, oh my god.
No, mana tithe.
Manatide, yeah.
Oh no.
Even worse.
Yep.
Like you just can't even know. You're just like, oh, okay.
Yep.
Thanks everyone. Good talk. I'll be seeing you next game.
Yep. Next up.
What is it?
Oh, you had something else?
I thought there was a white card. I thought it was in Foundations. It must be in something else. It's like 2 white, return everything mana value 2 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield.
Yeah.
Is it Rally the Past?
I think there was something along those lines. Where's the Magic Thesaurus when you need it?
I know, right? Like, I would have Raised the Past. It was from Foundations. Oh, it's in a. Oh, it's just a rare. Okay. I was like, is it a mythic? But no, it's a rare. Okay. Anyway, kind of similar, but it's like 4 mana. But like, yeah. Okay. What's up next?
Next up, we have Darkness Descends. This is 2 black for a sorcery. Put 2 neg1 counters on each creature.
This thing feels so weird.
It is. It's like, it's a little expensive for like neg2 the board. But it's permanent?
Yeah. It's also, like, I've seen this come up in Limited. It came up on Limited Resources where they talked about it. Normally, you, like, play Infest, the 3 mana original version.
Yeah.
And, like, you have a bunch of X3s. Yeah. And then they have a bunch of 2/2s or X2s. And then you kill all of them. And then your things get big again. Right? But you have a bunch of X3s. They become X1s.
Yeah.
And now their creatures, like the next creatures they play, like outsize yours. So like, it also kind of kills your creatures that you tried to make it so it wouldn't.
Yeah, unless that's not what this card's trying to do. Like, they're counters.
Okay.
So you could like use the counters, like Hapatra or Nest of Scarabs or whatever. Like whatever you're gonna trigger for your counters. Like, that's a thing. Not that I think you probably want to use this as a blight enabler, but it could be. The card is just weird. You're right, it is weird.
Yeah, it's just like I had my opponent play it, some things died, and I was like, but like now your stuff's small too. Like, it's not like a threat anymore.
Right.
Like, okay, like I can beat this board of like 1/2s.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can beat the board of 3/4s.
Yeah.
Or like, the Infest would have like killed my stuff and then left them with 3/4s the next turn, which would have killed me.
Yeah.
So.
I also don't like the art. Like, this art's disturbing for some reason. I don't like it.
Yeah, like the weird Kithkin Hobbit guy just looks a little off.
Yeah.
Like the one that's like close. Like, no.
There's something not right about him. I don't like it.
No. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend whatever he's on.
No, definitely
not. Say no to drugs, kids.
Right.
All right. This is what I put on here. Iron Shield Elf. It's 1 in the black for a creature elf warrior. It's a 3/1, and it has discard a card. This creature gains indestructible and end of turn. Tap it. So I put this on here specifically for it's funny how like the Pioneer metagame changes when you go on Goldfish, but for a while Orzhov Greasefang was kind of towards the top.
Yeah.
And it leaned into Monument of Endurance plus the white like discard a card, get a thing creatures.
Yeah.
So there's like 2 that give indestructible and then like 1 that like flickers or something weird with you discard a card. This just seemed better than some of the white cards that they were playing in that deck. in the 2-drop slot.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, hey, like now, like you're a black-white deck anyway. This feels like a better card
Better way to get
for that job.
Yeah.
Yeah, to get that effect. And I also think there's a Ninja Turtle card coming that's going to work very well with discarding cards.
Okay. I haven't looked at any of the Turtles cards yet, so.
So yeah, this is just like a kind of a it's a unique effect in black. I think this is the first like discard get indestructible black card.
I think it is too.
There's like, you know, in sets that had madness, there were a decent amount of like Olivia's Dragoon's like discard get flying.
Get flying, yeah.
Or the one that like transformed.
Yep.
But this guy's just kind of a different take on that.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think it's a decent card too.
right.
Like, I mean, it could just be a decent aggro card. Was it a Danto Vanguard? Like, non-ironically saw play.
Yeah,
Again,
as like
it was a different time, but
yeah, pay for life.
Yeah.
But like I said, like the white versions we're seeing play like a month ago in Pioneer. So like this is like, because it's such a weird air quotes effect.
Yeah.
And it's the first time it's in this color. We've talked about this before, when like a color gets the ability to do a new thing.
Mm-hmm. Pay attention.
Is usually interesting. Yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of new things,
we have Moon Shadow. This is a single black mana for a 7/7 elemental with menace. This creature enters with...
I guess I should be playing this.
Another mythic for that deck, huh?
Yeah, all of them.
Enters
Get
with
in there.
6 neg1/neg1 counters on it. Whenever one or more permanent cards are put into your graveyard from anywhere, while this creature has a neg1/neg1 counter on it, remove a neg1/neg1 counter from this creature. Boy, there's all sorts of ways to make this guy good.
I mean, Iron Shield Elf.
Yeah.
See previous card.
Yep.
Stitcher Supplier.
Overlord of whatever.
The Balemercs.
Yep.
If you go to Modern, you have Fetch Lands. You have Mishra's Bauble.
Yep.
I was curious. It's caveat, probably not good enough, but we know that, you know, a slightly less loved pet deck of mine is like cycling.
Yeah. Oh,
right?
yeah.
You cycle your stuff.
Street Wraith.
And
yeah.
Street Wraith. So like there was a Magic AIDS video.
Mm-hmm.
He's still around. With this and Death Shadow. So like using Street Wraith and like the Death Shadow plan for the Death Shadows, and that deck is full of Fetch Lands and Mishra's Baubles, which works well with Moon Shadow.
Yep.
And then he also played Dress Down.
Okay. So
it's just a 1-mana 7/7 if you dress down on your opponent's turn.
Yep.
Like end of turn dress down. And it also makes your Death Shadow a 13/13.
It does.
So there's like a number of things that this does. I don't know if it's like current $32 price worth of doing stuff.
Oh, no. I don't think so.
Just because like it's not a commander card.
Mm-hmm.
And it's probably not good enough to dethrone any of the like MH3 stuff.
Yeah.
So, and I guess the other like interesting synergy that Magic AIDS has was Hapatra's Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what this one does? This is a deep cut. It is green. I think I have it up here somewhere. It's green for like an instant that like gives something hexproof and removes all of its counters.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll work.
Because it was from what's it called? It was from Amonkhet. So we cared about counters there.
Yeah,
so it's a way to like
remove all neg1/neg1 counters from it.
Yeah. So it like gives you a way to get the counters off quick. So like you're like play this. Next turn you could just like go in
Yeah.
and like, hey, I'm gonna like do this. Or you could say, hey, I am like just gonna hold this up until you try to kill it and get my like 2-for-1 and also make my thing enormous.
Yep.
And like in cycling, right? Like, it kind of does the same thing as Marauding Mako, but backwards,
Yeah, backwards.
right? Like
Yep.
they both grow.
Yep.
Uh, so again, tracking nightmare. What kind of counters are those? I have brought 2 different colors of dice, thank you. Um, but yeah, that's another thing that like you could do that's a little interesting.
Yeah, the I guess one other way you could build with it is kind of like I was kind of leaning this way when I was talking about Stitcher Supplier, because Stitcher Supplier could feed this if your deck is full of permanents,
Yeah.
whatever. Play this on turn 1, turn 2, use Stitcher Supplier, take 3 counters off of it, swing for.
So the problem is 1 or more permanents, so you only
Oh,
get
it only
one
triggers
instance
once.
every. So if you get 3 permanents, it's only 1.
I gotcha. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
But like that deck could also use like Call the Death Dweller to
Yeah, to get
like,
it back.
get this back out of your yard if you milled it. You could get this standard
Mhm.
Stitcher Supplier,
Yeah.
which is kind of cute.
Yeah, and I mean even like, slower, but like blood gas and like a sack outlet, and you
Yep.
just kind of like loop that around.
Yep.
I mean, I think you're happy, like even in constructed. If this is like, if on turn 3 it's a 1 mana 4/4
Mm-hmm.
menace. Like if you played this on 1, got a counter or 2 off it on turn 2, and then got 2 counters off it on turn 3, like that's a big
Still
enough
pretty good.
beating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have, I believe this was one out of Discord.
Okay.
Morn Song Aria. 1 black for a legendary enchantment. Players can't draw cards or gain life. At the beginning of each player's draw step, that player loses 3 life, searches their library for a card, puts it into their hand, and then shuffles. I believe there was a specific use case for this card in Discord, but I didn't write it down. And if I switch screens, I'm going to lose you. So
You'll break it. Okay.
Yep.
Let's see if I can find it. I do remember. I think it was like, they're like, is this like a real card or is it just like a Timmy card kind of deal? I do believe.
Well, so there was a card in like original Shadowmoor, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
That
was the creature version.
Yeah, it was this on a creature, and I don't
Which-
think it saw actual competitive play, but it was like a serious commander deck.
Yeah, especially with opposition agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't think this is a like standard card by any
Yeah.
stretch of the imagination. Like it feels like you're playing what if her name was Morn Song
I think it's
as your like commander, and you won a second effect.
yeah, I think it's Maryland or whatever.
Maryland of the Morn Song, maybe, yeah. Which, good job reading the flavor text.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that was like it's probably just a second version of that in your like outside of in your 99. But yeah, I don't think there's enough. There aren't enough ways to like punish. Punish searching libraries in like newer, smaller formats.
Yeah, you got even Mind Sensor is Pioneer legal.
Yeah, which I guess like limits it to 4,
Yeah,
which isn't nothing.
right.
Like your opponent gets a free shimmer possibility.
Yeah. And you get a free Grim Tutor.
Yeah.
Like that's also
the
kind of
issue...
cute though, is that I mean, your opponent gets to tutor something, but then you immediately get to tutor your tax piece.
Yeah. The issue though is right, like when you play Witch Claw,
Mm-hmm.
Witch Claw Talisman, you're like you don't activate it so you're going to win
Right.
because you don't want to give your opponent a tutor.
Right.
This you have to give your opponent the tutor.
Right.
Like you pay the same 3 mana that you would for Witch Claw Talisman plus activate,
Yeah.
but you don't get to activate it until the next turn.
And they get a tutor first.
They get to tutor first. So like, if you like your opponent plays this, like don't you just go get your like chomping changeling or
Yeah.
whatever enchantment hate you have and just blow it up?
Yep.
Because you're like, oh, I bet you they win
Right.
if they get to play this and they get to tutor for something. I'm in danger. So yeah, it just seems too cute.
I agree.
All right.
I'm sure there's a way to break it, but I don't think it's
I'm sure.
consistent enough or good enough to see competitive play.
All right, last black card. We have Taster of Wares. When this creature enters, target opponent reveals X cards from their hand, where X is the number of goblins you control. You choose one of those cards, that player exiles it. If it's an instant or sorcery card is exiled this way, you may cast it for as long as you control this creature. It may have any type, may be spent to cast that spell. And I guess I should say it's 2 and a black for a 3/2 goblin.
Mm-hmm.
So your opponent has some say over this.
Mm-hmm.
Because they get to pick what cards you see.
Right.
But we saw it was a party creature that like cared about how many party members you had
Mm-hmm.
that did this. Remember that?
Yep.
And that card saw some play. Like sometimes just like it was 2 mana, but like whatever. Bugler Rats
It was
is like reasonable.
requisition something. No, not requisition. Acquisition agent. Is that what
Yes. Yes, I do believe so.
That's actually not the card that I was going to draw a comparison here to.
Okay.
I kind of saw this as the Warlock from Bloomborough.
Yes.
That was like 2 and a black for a 2/2 menace, maybe.
Thought Stalker or something.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Because
that card was close.
I mean, no, that card saw play. That card saw real play in the Lizards deck.
Yeah. I mean, I played against a Pioneer Goblins deck, and with the 1 black 2/1 that can't block it when it dies, it kills something.
Mm-hmm.
Like that plus what is he called? Skirk Prospector, and they just get to have a 2/1 that is also a removal spell for you.
Yeah.
Like that deck gets a lot of goblins on the battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like again, if you have 3 goblins and you play this,
yeah,
you get to look at half their hand. They
well,
get to
I mean, you probably get to look at more than that because I'm sure they've played some cards by turn 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And that was where in the Lizards deck, that was where the Lizard was good. Was you were kind of an aggressive disruption deck or disruptive aggro deck or whatever. You got some threats out, you were applying pressure, and then when they had just a couple cards left in hand, you would hit them with whatever his name was, and rip out whatever their next threat was. And I kind of think this is the same way. You get a couple early threats out, and then by the time this guy comes down, you get the best card in their hand. And on top of that, with this guy, you get to cast the thing. If what you're taking from them is their 3 or 4 drop, you get to cast it.
Yeah, the fact that you they are incentivized to give you a creature
Mm-hmm.
or something. I guess it doesn't say non-land, so I guess they could show you a bunch of lands, but then you're probably still winning that game anyway.
Well,
Uh-oh.
it's just an instant or sorcery.
No, but what I'm saying is, when this enters, target opponent
Oh yeah,
reveals
yeah,
X
yeah, yeah,
cards
yeah.
from their hand,
Yeah,
so they could show you lands,
right,
and then you don't get to cast it.
right,
So like they don't want to show you an instant or sorcery.
right.
I guess this is good against like control because like you stand a better chance of hitting an instant or sorcery.
Yep.
Right, like you hit their counter spell or what have you. I guess like they just then hold up their wrath or whatever.
Yep.
No, you can't look at this one, but still, like it makes them like do some work.
Yep. All right. You got
So,
anything else for Taster or Wares?
I do not.
Okay.
All right, on to red. First up, we have Goliath Daydreamer.
Mm-hmm.
2 red for a Goblin Wizard of 4/4. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand, exile that card with a dream counter on it instead of putting it into your graveyard as it resolves. When this creature attacks, you may cast a spell from among cards you own in exile with dream counters on them without paying their mana cost. This card annihilated me in limited.
This is such a weird card.
It's also like very big.
Yeah.
So like you have to like play your 4-drop and then get to the next turn and cast a spell and then attack and want to cast that same spell again.
Yeah. I mean, it seems pretty good to put a removal spell underneath.
Yes. Like you play, you attack, like you play it, you make it back to your turn, you're like go for the throat or whatever.
Yeah.
And then attack again and then go for the throat, the other thing that they have.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it also plays well with like kind of the shitty sorcery speed removal because then you get to play it like at instant speed.
Mm-hmm. Like on their turn, yeah. Or in combat.
Yeah.
And like
it would also
I guess
be
you have to play it when they attack. Like when it attacks, right? So there's a trigger that goes on the stack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
still.
Is this also something that you could do like with turns?
Yes. I absolutely like you play this and then time lock and like if you get to attack and it doesn't die.
Yeah.
Like that seems like the commandiest thing that's ever commanded. Like you just take infinite turns with it.
Yeah. Oh no. Is that how this works?
What?
No, you don't get to cast them infinitely. You just
no,
get to cast
you only
them
get
once.
to once. But like a deck that has a bunch of turn spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is only one attack. When you attack with it, you cast that spell from among the cards of Exile Dream counter
so
that paying its mana cost. Then it goes to the graveyard.
Yeah, you get an extra copy of it.
Yes.
Like this gets you one extra copy. I see. That's not how I read this at all.
Okay.
I thought you could just keep casting spells from exile.
No. When you cast it, it goes.
You get to do it once.
Yes.
So it's such a weird card. It's awkwardly templated too.
Yeah. I mean, it is like if you get to like do the thing, like you probably get to win your game.
Yeah.
But it is
sense.
hard to do the thing.
Yeah.
It is definitely like was good in like 2017.
Yeah.
Right, but it enters and doesn't do anything immediately.
Yeah.
But it does give you a dream.
What about like extra combats? I guess this doesn't really get you there with extra combats either, though.
But if you had like,
what was the one from Amonkhet? Something to glory.
Yes.
You got an extra combat, but then you lost.
Mm-hmm.
So that would
you lost like the following turn.
Yeah.
Final glory.
Maybe that's what it was. So this would get you like 2 extra combats instead of 1, which I guess is something.
No, I mean, his name wasn't Final Glory. Uh, but there's Chance for Glory. Creatures gain indestructible, take an extra turn after this one. Beginning of that turn's end step, you lose the game. So
Is that
that's
the one from Amonkhet?
no, that's the one from Guilds of Ravnica.
Okay.
I know which one. Like the guy's like getting pushed like in
I
the
think he's
like
running
in the
super
hole.
fast.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. But I forget like
I don't remember what it was called.
what it was called. Yeah, Alchemist Gambit,
No.
Last Chance. Uh, did they like change the art on it? Like Savages?
I don't know.
No. Yeah, I don't remember what it was. But yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I mean, if you could take a bunch of turns and he just wouldn't die,
Yeah.
but you have to like have the mana.
Yeah. Glorious End. There it is.
Glorious End.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, that's not the one at all. That's End the Turn.
No. Okay.
I
Gosh.
I thought there was one that was like you get an extra combat and then you lose the game.
Yeah. Like I'm almost positive. I thought it was Glorious End too, but no.
Yeah.
That is the art I was thinking of, but not the card.
Yep. It's also the art that I was thinking. That's the card that I was thinking of, but it doesn't do what I thought it did. So
We're old. We're forgetting things now.
yeah, sorry.
We're no longer on our game, people.
Riveting content.
Riveting. Old men trying to remember their glory days.
Combat Celebrant is like in the same vein, but it doesn't do. I think that's not it.
Yeah.
Ooh, full throttle. After this main phase, there are 2 additional combat phases.
There you go.
It doesn't untap your
Yeah,
creatures,
I'm not.
though. So
I am
yeah.
not sure.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably get
Get
there
in there,
with
buddy.
4 additional combats.
I'm sure with a 4/4. All right. Next
Anyways.
up. Yeah. Next up, what do we got?
Hexing Squelcher. This is I did something. I think my keyboard just broke.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
One in the red for a 2/2 Goblin Sorcerer. This spell can't be countered. Ward paid 2 life. Spells you control can't be countered. And other creatures you control have ward pay 2 life.
Yeah. Sorry. This is an interesting show. Sorry about that.
Oh no. I just saw that things were typing down below.
Well, yeah, that's what happened. Is my keyboard got stuck and it put a billion extra lines in our show notes.
Okay, but we're fixed now. Okay.
Yeah, we're fixed now. Sorry. Hexing Squelcher.
That's right.
So what are we doing with Hexing Squelcher here?
So there was a stretch with Spider-Punk that it was played in some Storm decks. Like just today, Bryant Cook played an updated version of the Epic Storm, like his like namesake deck that he's been playing for like 15 years.
Yeah.
And he cut the defense grids and put in 2 Hexing Squelchers.
Okay. Just a force
so like
through
I
your big
think
storm turn.
Yeah, I think it is just like a kind of like Grand Abolisher.
Yeah.
Where it's just like you don't get to interact with me.
Yeah.
I'm going to win through your interaction. I mean, it's more fragile than like a defense grid, but still workable.
Yeah.
Also, like Spider-Punk said, no spells could be countered.
Right.
This still allows you to play counter spells, like your own counter spells.
It does, yeah. You can still run Force of Will or whatever.
Yeah, you can daze someone
Yep.
with your Hexing Squelcher out. So, like, I think it's mainly for, like, I'm going to force through my like big storm turn, my big combo turn.
Oh, well, that's kind of interesting too.
What?
Spells you control can't be countered.
Correct.
So, like, this gets through a chalice.
It does. He pointed out that was another thing. He said that it allows you to beat Chalice on 0 or 1
Yeah.
because you just play it and like, the Chalice doesn't do anything anymore.
Well,
So yeah, I
this
forgot to
also
mention
can't
that.
be countered, so you could play it on a chalice on 2 also.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like not for storm, obviously, but
Yes. Yes. It it resolves.
yeah,
Like
it
you just get the
resolves.
Chalice and put it on the board,
Right.
and you're just like it resolves.
So I wonder
Thank you.
if there's any like mono red prison decks that like are interested in a copy of this.
Maybe. I mean, it does just make it so you can get things through.
Yeah. And realistically,
Yeah.
like if you chalice on 1, like they can't kill it. They're not gonna like lightning bolt it or whatever.
Yeah, like Chalice on one, play this, and then all your stuff goes through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. This I think we mentioned in the unshowed. This is the cautionary tale for pre-ordering.
Yeah, you said
It went from a $50 pre-order.
Yeah.
Yeah, 50 to 23 now.
Yeah.
Or less.
And dropping.
Yes, quickly.
Yep. All right. Next up, we have Impolite Entrance. This is a red mana for a sorcery. Target creature gains trample and haste until end of turn. Draw a card. Another red cantrip. Red always kind of likes these cantrips. And like this one's pretty, like trample and haste is pretty good, I think. It's like a usable line of text in addition to being a cantrip.
Yeah. Just looking at it like the like Jeskai Ascendancy kind of stuff, where it also gives the mana dork that you draw as you're comboing off haste.
Yep.
So you can get additional mana.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it.
Yep.
But like, I do think it is very much in that like niche of I want a red cantrip.
Yeah. I mean, there's decks that want the red cantrip though. Mono red prowess was a deck for a long time in modern. I don't know if it still is, but that was a deck that was powerful in modern for a while, and that's all that deck wanted was red mana draw a card.
I think there's a version of it in like Pioneer now as well.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Next up, we have Lasting Tarfire. 1 and a red for an enchantment. At the beginning of each end step, if you put a counter on a creature this turn, this enchantment deals 2 damage to each opponent. I thought this was fun with oil counters.
Yeah.
Like there's a few things that like just get an oil counter every turn from whatever set that was. March. Was that March?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or all will be one of the two.
Yeah, one of them. Urbrask's Forge was one that like I thought was actually kind of cool because this and that would both be like non-creature based ways to win a game.
Yes. Another thing to think about is if you can put counters on things on your opponent's turn, it also triggers.
It does.
So you can like get it on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, like if you're like that my red white cycling deck with the white guy that gets a +1/+1 counter when you cycle.
Yep.
And then the red guy that gets Flourishing Fox, there we go. So you have like that and Marauding Mako, and you're just like each turn you're like cycle once to you, next turn cycle to you.
Yep. Yeah. Seems pretty good. Like 2 mana is not a ton of investment. It's hard to interact with enchantments.
Yeah. Yeah, and it does like you need something else to make it work.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like it's that difficult. Well, this Urbrask's Forge gets the counter, and it's only if you put counter on a creature, right?
So yeah, that wouldn't work.
I just caught that because I was like, would Planeswalkers work? But
no,
no, they would not work.
There's
There
creatures
is like
that count that
the
too, though, right? Aren't there a couple like 1-drop red creatures that like get an oil counter every turn or an oil
like when
counter
they
when you
get
leave?
in. Yes.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
this could work with that, or like this could also work with, like the mice decks. Like get a counter when the
Oh
thing gets
yeah.
targeted, whatever.
Oh yeah. Whatever that guy was called. But yeah, yeah. The one drop
Yeah,
Heartfire Hero.
Heartfire Hero. Yep.
Yeah. Seems reasonable.
Yep. Anything else you can think of
All
doing
right.
with this thing?
Uh, not that I can think of.
All right.
All right. Next up, the best pun in the set, Meek Attack.
Meek Attack.
It is 2 and a red for an enchantment. You can pay 1 on the red. You may put a creature card with total power and toughness 5 or less from your hand onto the battlefield. That creature gains haste. At the beginning of the next end step, sacrifice that creature.
I like the flavor text too.
Charge. Aim for
Aim for the
the.
cuticles.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, because it is
It's a
in fact
giant's
a big
foot.
toe.
Yeah.
My glasses are not quite good enough for cuticles. I was like, I don't want to be wrong.
Well, that's what it says.
So there are some interesting things in standard to put in. Like there were some decks built around this in like early access with, is it Triplicate Titan?
Okay.
That's like a 7 mana 0/0. It enters with 3+1/+1 counters, and you make 3 1/1s.
Yeah.
And then when it attacks, you get 3 more. So it's like a way to make 6 1/1s.
Yep.
You also have people are what is it, like Famished World Sire? I think that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
The green thing that you can sack lands,
Mm-hmm.
and it gets plus, like it gets the power 3 for land. So like in theory, you play this on 3, play it on 4, put that in, eat 4 lands, make it 12/12.
Yeah.
The problem is it doesn't have trample.
Right.
And then there are some older cards that like put in there are 5 mana 1/1 that puts in a 4/4 flyer.
Mm-hmm.
There's one for demons, one for angels.
Yeah, I was gonna say the demon
if
one
you-
wasn't that long ago, right? Didn't we have a demon one
No.
with a Dominaria or something?
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. I remember it. And then there's like before my time, there's like a green white one that like makes like a 2/2, a 3/3, and a 4/4, or a 1/1, a 2/2, and a 3/3 or something.
Yeah.
Um,
What about, is it Reefworm? Is like a 1/1 that dies into a 3/3 that dies into a 5/5 or an 8/8 or something?
Oh yeah, yeah. I think it is Reform.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a commander. I think it's in Modern
Yeah.
because it was like reprinted in Modern Horizons. Yeah, Reform. Yeah, it's an 0/1 that dies into a 3/3,
And then the
and then
3/3
dies
dies
into a
into
6/6,
a 6/6.
6/6, and then
Yeah.
a 9/9.
Okay.
So, yeah, like I feel like the standard version of the deck probably needs like one more like reasonable thing to put in,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe like a way to find this, because if your whole deck is built around like putting in bad 7 drops,
Yeah.
you need to find this like every game.
Is there anything like in Pioneer that I'm trying to think, wasn't there like a demon or something that like got neg 1 for each card in your opponent's hand?
Yeah, and there's like I think there's a red one as well that like does something similar.
Yeah. I'd have to look at the text on them to see. I didn't do my homework.
Like how it works. Yeah.
Yeah. Because like some cards, like Tarmogoyf, its power and toughness changes while it's in your hand.
Yeah, because it's a star.
Right.
Right? Stars change all the time,
Yeah. I think so.
I think. There are a bunch of stars. I'm just looking at like Pioneer Zero power cards to see if
Yeah.
there's like something where you're like, oh, that would be interesting, but uh, like like clones are
Oh yeah,
interesting.
yeah,
You could like put in a clone for 2 mana and get it for like a turn.
yeah. Because there's 0/0s.
Um,
I don't know that you're really
Cultivator
doing
Colossus
it though.
doesn't work. Yeah, like someone played Heat Shimmer against me, and that's basically the same thing with like less work,
Yeah,
and it's not very good.
yeah.
No offense, Heat Shimmer, but not your time to shine. Yeah, I don't know if there's like another like thing that you would want to put in.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm trying to think of small creatures that have like a giant ability attached to them, and none are.
there's Krokma Skyclave Ravager. It's one green black for a 0/0. When it enters with 3+1/+1 counters, and when it dies, you
Oh,
make
okay.
XX an XX where X is the number of +1/+1 counters on it. So it's like a 3/3 that dies
Dies
into a
into a
3/3,
3/3. Yeah.
which like so it's a 2 mana hasty 3/3 that you then get to block with.
Yep.
So that's not terrible. Um, there's a lot of like comes in with like X+1/+1 counter like that are X spells. It's like, well, no, no, I need you to just give them to me,
Yeah.
regardless of what I pay for
Just give
them.
me the counters.
You just give me the counter somehow.
Yeah.
Uh,
Charge me twice as much
or
for them,
like,
but just give them to me.
yeah, or like do something that is like neat when you enter.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, there's not a whole. Uh, yeah, there's not a whole lot of things that I'm like, oh, that's the ticket. Uh, I mean, like Morit the Frost that can it's a clone that can copy anything.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh, that's
wonder
kind of
like
cool.
then it's no longer a creature because like
Yeah, I
but
wonder how that
sacrifice
works.
as we sacrifice that creature, it's no
If
longer
it's
a
not a
creature.
creature,
So
then do you still sacrifice it? Huh.
I yeah, see, it doesn't feel like it. And like Multani, Yavimai's avatar is a 0/0 that gets +1/+1 for each land you control and each land in your graveyard. But it's not stars. So it's a 0/0 that's whose ability makes it a
Right.
+1/+1.
Right.
So then it would be able to be put in.
Yeah, but something like that wants you to be like on turn 9 or whatever, and like that kind of
Yeah,
defeats the purpose of this.
true. Uh, Oathsworn Knight is a 4/4, but that's not like super exciting. Ha! 4/4 is like cool block. Um,
I mean, not that it's not legal in Pioneer, and it's probably not. I mean, it's definitely not good enough for like Modern. But is it Triskelion?
yes, 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 yes. Um, Pelucrinus
Oh yeah,
Unchained
that
is a
works.
6/6.
Yep.
And because it's worded like sneak attack at the beginning of the next end step, sacrifice that creature, you can put them in on your opponent's end step,
Yeah, and then have it
and
for
they
your
stay
turn.
around.
Yep.
Uh, so that is a thing to remember. So there are a few things, but nothing. Uh, this is a card
Begging to
that
be broken.
and also will get better as time goes on
Oh sure.
because we know they don't test for magic.
Right.
So like it could very easily be a situation where they print a few more cards that go crazy with it,
Yeah.
just not thinking about it. It might take a couple years, but then you're like, oh, hey, like now this thing's really good.
Yeah. All it takes is I'm printing one thing for it to happen.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like, oh wow, this thing is huge and has trample. Like, oh, this is great. This is exactly what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is not the best search because you get all of the like X.
Yeah.
You get all of the X spells. Oh, I mean, here's a Yorvo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Like,
Yorvo works.
no a green creature, just put a +1/+1 counter on Yorvo if that creature is yeah, so like you could like put in a Yorvo and then put in other things to make Yorvo bigger.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean there there are some things. So, all right. What do we have next? Since we've gone through every 0 power card in Pioneer, riveting content.
here. Yeah, this episode's kind of been all over the place. Sorry about that.
Sorry.
The last red card is Soul Immolation. 3 red for a sorcery. As an additional cost to cast this spell, Blight X. X can't be greater than the greatest toughness among creatures you control. Soul Immolation deals X damage to each opponent and each creature they control. So you kill one of your creatures and it hits your opponent and their board for that much toughness.
Yes.
Kind of. Roundabouts.
Now, the thing that's not intuitive is, let's say you have a 5/5 and a 1/1.
Mm-hmm.
You can put all 5 counters on the 1/1. You're only limited. It doesn't tell you where you have to put the counters.
That's
it
true.
only tells you the number. So your biggest creature doesn't have to eat them.
Right.
Your biggest creature can just point at something else and go, yeah, put them there. I want to live through this. And it's a one-sided wrath.
Mm-hmm. For 5 mana, like that's not bad.
That's pretty good. Yes, that's pretty good.
Yeah. That's better than I thought it was. I didn't realize that. Kill off your little construct token or whatever. Your
kill off a little
rogue
thing. Kill all their stuff and then get in for a big hit. Like, pretty decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the fact that you don't have to put it on your biggest thing is a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
So,
how does this interact with oh shoot, what's that card? You can't get counters. I want to say Solemnity, but that's not it, is it?
It is Solemnity.
Solemnity.
I'm guessing that you then can't.
You can't blight because you
pay
can't
the blight. Yeah, like you go to put the counters on, and Solemnity says no.
No.
Because like Solemnity doesn't work with Devoted Druid, right? Because you can't put the counters on Devoted Druid.
Yeah, you're right. This is kind of cool with like, what's his name? The things that like increase the amount of damage your spells do.
Oh yeah, like Torbrand.
Torbrand, that's the one I was thinking of. I was gonna say Torvald, but that's not it. Yeah, Torbrand.
Like any number of the like doublers, like damage doublers or damage increasers. Like it's like not hard to just like pick the exact right size to like kill everything and not make anything too small. And he's like a 2/4.
Yeah.
He can wear some counters if need be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Seems reasonable.
All right. I mean, I don't think it's going to see like a ton of play, but I could see a use case for it.
Mm-hmm. And again, the fact that it gets your opponent's board and not yours kind of like changes the math where like the 4 mana was Storm's Wrath, like 4 mana deal 4.
Yeah.
Like the 2 red. Like that took way more work than just like I'll kill one thing and
I mean, this
then
is.
do that. Then
Oh no, I guess
kill
this
your
doesn't
board.
work with that. I was gonna say this is kind of cool with that giant, but you still have to pay the blight.
You do. Boo.
Boo. All right,
All right.
that's all I read.
So with that, I think we got a show.
We got a show. That was a weird one. Sorry about that.
It was. That's fine. Hey, like it's not often that your keyboard enter button gets stuck.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. My keyboard has been acting weird. There's a new one that should be here tomorrow, I think. Tomorrow or Thursday.
Okay.
I had one ordered because it had been doing weird things. It has not done that before, though.
Your days are numbered, keyboard.
Yeah. On your way out.
Yeah. All right. So, like we said before, if you have any show ideas, any cards you want us to talk about, anything, please let us know. Facebook, Discord, Twitter, email, Blue Sky, X, all that stuff. Links are in the description. Come in, say hey, let us know what you want us to talk about.
Absolutely. If you want to support the show, you can do so via our Patreon, patreon.com/CasualTryHardMTG. Head on over there, chip a couple bucks in, get access to the show notes, get access to about another hour of content out of us in our unshow, and support the show. Help us out. We'd appreciate it.
Yeah. So with that, we'll catch you on the internet.
We'll catch you on the internets.